Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of We Move with Super Eagles, proudly brought to you by MTN, the official communications partners of Nigeria's national teams and most especially the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Our mission is to ensure you enjoy highlights as the Super Eagles prepare for the biannual gathering of the very best in African football. Cameroon is the place to be in January, and the target is to bring back the trophy to Nigeria. Our football journey will showcase stars of the team, present and past, to prepare for you for the spectacle ahead. Welcome again. This is We Move with Super Eagles. I don't do this alone always. Bada Akintunde Johnson is here as always. And Bada, we're counting down to the fiesta. We expect nothing but the Super Eagles bringing back that trophy here in Nigeria.
So not only are we counting down, we're counting down especially because we bring special footages that the fans won't see anywhere else on the show. It's about unpacking, it's about breaking things down, it's about helping the understanding of the fans as we build up excitedly to Africa's biggest football fiesta. All
right, you know we balance things up on the show always. Osereme Igbenebo joins me on the show also. And in as much as we'll talk about the Super Falcons today, but the most important part of the show for you is the fact that you get to give people gifts here.
Of course, I'm all about the freebies. I'm generous. I'm the generous one on the show, and that's why everybody loves me. So I'm all about the goodie bags. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Does everyone really like you?
Everyone loves me, bro.
Everyone both in this studio and watching from home stands a chance to win something from the We Move with Super Eagles. Of course, our social media fans are also not left out. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will move with Super Eagles.
Feel the thrills, the frills, and the grills of African football as we move with the Super Eagles of Nigeria to the Summit of African Football come January 2022 in Cameroon, the land of the indomitable Lions. Catch all the excitement on and off the field of play as MTN, official communication partner of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, counts down to the African World Cup. Join us as we move with the Super Eagles. For more details, follow us on @MTNNG, @MTN Nigeria, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Welcome, MTN, everywhere you go.
Hello and welcome back. It is still We Move with Super Eagles. Remember, the show is proudly brought to you by MTN, the official communications partners of Nigeria's national football teams, and most especially the Super Eagles of Nigeria. There's a debate going on now, and we know that goals determine the outcome of matches. And the fans believe that the coaches of the Super Eagles should move to bring celebrated goal scorer Odion Igalo back into the squad. Like you know, Odion Igalo needs no introduction, and he's a certified goal scorer. He's the first Nigerian to play for Manchester United, and of course, he is a philanthropist. Now based in Saudi Arabia, but still in the business of scoring goals. Let me bring the guys back in here. And it's not probably the most popular opinion as far as the Super Eagles are concerned. I don't think we're missing goal scorers in the team, but there's a big argument about bringing Odion Igalo back.
I don't understand
why. Happen?
I don't understand why. I don't understand why it should happen. As you said, we're not struggling to find the back of the net. If there's an area where we need reinforcement, it will be in the middle of the park, and I've said that on a few occasions on this show. We have quality to spare in Odion Igalo's position. You have Taiwo Awoniyi there, who's just coming to the team now. You have Victor Osimhen, who can have something to say about who the best marksman is in Europe at the moment. He's got 7 in 8 or something like that, playing for Napoli in the Italian top flight. And then, of course, you have Paul Onuachu, who's been in red hot form in Europe. And all of these guys play in mainstream Europe. And we're talking about bringing a guy who plays in the backwaters of world football in Saudi Arabia. No disrespect to him. I love him. He's had his time in the Super Eagles. He was top scorer at the last African Football Fiesta. But I think that we've got younger talent coming through who are doing the business, who should be supported, who should be given their time in the national team, then bring back a player who doesn't bring something we don't already have. As they say, if it ain't broken, you don't fix it.
Yeah.
But you could argue about whether it's broken or not. There's precedence about some players who were not particularly playing in mainstream Europe and still got into the Super Eagles team. Sorry, man. Stephen Keshi was not the biggest, late Stephen Keshi. He wasn't particularly the best defender around during Nigeria's run to winning Tunisia in '94. Ahmed Musa was literally clubless and still played for the Super Eagles. John Mikel Obi, we thought was on his last legs, still went to Africa's showpiece with the Super Eagles. What's different? If we can take someone who's not going to play a game, Joseph Yobo didn't particularly play games the last time Nigeria won the African Fiesta in 2013. Why can't we take Odion Ighalo? He's 32. He's done a lot. He still can score goals.
I think the argument against Bada would be that Odion Ighalo, they're looking at the angle of experience, right? Everybody, when you ask people, why do you think Odion Ighalo should come back? They'll tell you he's got the experience. Now, I totally agree with Bada. Odion Ighalo plays for Al-Shabaab. Like, when you talk about Syria, you talk about the Premier League. He could be scoring, I don't care, he could be scoring goals week in, week out. It doesn't mean he's fit, which is my major concern. It doesn't mean he doesn't.
Matches.
Okay, he could run the bench. Okay, fine. Oh, that's the experience we're talking about. So probably his presence there may give the players moral support and all of that stuff. And I mean, like,
what's bad about giving moral support?
But I don't just like the campaign that's going around that Odion Ighalo needs to come back. I mean, it could work for the better because, I mean, Messi did it. He was out of the Argentina national team. He came back and they won the Copa America. It could work.
He was playing.
Yeah, he played.
He was captain.
So that's the angle I'm coming from. Probably if Odion Ighalo comes, he may be scoring many goals.
What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you don't need to take more than 23 players and you only play 11 players. So basically, you have 12 players. Maybe 5 are going to be on the bench. Maybe 6 aren't even going to touch a ball at the tournament. If Odion Ighalo is one of the 6 that doesn't touch a ball, it's not a bad thing, is it?
It's not a bad thing, but not all things that are not bad are good either. And this would fall in that category, to be honest. I don't think that we need a cheerleader. I don't think we need a motivational speaker.
Or a bench warmer.
I don't think we need someone whose only value to the team is to ginger, as we say in local parlance.
Well, he scores goals too.
But we have other players who are scoring goals, who are young, who are fitter, who have more hunger. Odion Ighalo, like I said, has had his time. Let's not flog a dead horse.
This horse isn't dead. I like Odion Ighalo, by the way. Let's go to the crowd. Guys, do you think that Odion Ighalo hasn't done enough to get invited once again to be part of the Nigerian squad to the African Fiesta?
For me, I would say we don't need him. We have 3 great strikers who have played in Europe, and one of them is one of the most...
None of them have played for Manchester United.
Yeah, sure. But at least they played in Europe. They've had experiences of the Champions League and other leagues. So I believe we don't need him.
Who supports Odion Ighalo getting back here? Oh, wow.
Wow.
All right. It doesn't matter what you guys say. Odion Ighalo, on his part, is passionate about the game. He means business, and he's talking tough ahead of the African Football Fiesta.
I'm a striker, we have been judged by goals, so anytime I score, I'm always happy because this is what the club, the country want me to do, to score goals. That's why I always put emotion, even when I miss the goal, so you see the emotion too, because I want to always try to score. So I'm happy, because like I said, we striker have been judged by goals, and doing it in the club, and the fans and the people over there like it, and as well it's good for my own career too. So I'm very happy that everything is going on fine. To achieve great, like the great players I've been looking up to, and always be happy and do good with whatever I've got in my life of football.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, getting set for another day. Another chance to change my story. I believe in my hustle. I know be lazy person. But life is just they knock me boost. If it don't close, I go find another. If I fall down, I go try to recover. If it ever walk me, I know they bother. Cause I believe say I go surely prosper. You don't get that shit won't be. We move. No matter what they say, we move.
Whatever life brings, we move. Turn up your dreams. MTN, everywhere you go.
All right, welcome back. It is still We Move with Super Eagles, proudly brought to you by MTN. Bada and Ose still here. The Super Falcons have qualified for the second round of qualifying for Africa's Fiesta for Women. And it's not surprising that they've made it to the next round. But guys, the most important part is they had to play Ghana in the very first round of qualifying. Well, won the first leg 2-0 at home, and then lost in Ghana 1-0, but they are through.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't quite surprising. I mean, the first leg, Uchenna Kalu giving us a brace, it wasn't surprising at all because the Black Queens of Ghana, if you followed the ABC, the Aisha Buhari Corp, it was a disaster. For the first 45 minutes, they were trying to find their footing. The first game they played was terrible. The second time they came on, I think they learned their lessons and they tried to, fix one or two things here, but it was obvious and it was clear that it still needed to address some things in the dressing room. For the Super Falcons, if they hadn't qualified, I mean, we haven't been out of the tournament since its inception in 1991.
It's almost unheard of.
So almost unheard of. So I mean, qualifying for the for Morocco 2022 is almost a done deal. We take on Côte d'Ivoire in the very next round. So it's nothing to I don't want to say it's nothing to celebrate. I mean it's expected. But my issue would be with Wardrum's rotation. What I've realized is he finds it very difficult to bring even the ladies that have impressed. We have Monday Gift, we have Tony Payne, we have the Leicester City defender who is coming now, Ashley Pomp, I think that's her name. These ladies have shown that they've got what it takes, but it's like Wardrum is just set on this is first 11. I mean, I know we have Odega, we have Aziza Oshoala, who have shown that they've got what it takes with their skills and all of that, but he needs to give the new ladies room because what I've realized is in all the games they've played coming from the ABC and the qualifiers, the ladies you bring in late in the game as substitutions, they're the ones who end up scoring the goal. Check all the games, they end up scoring the goal. So I'm wondering why he doesn't just see this and then implement it in future games, because if he continues like this, a semi-finals won't even be possible for us at Morocco.
All right. The good thing, however, is that the Falcons are through. 2-1, they qualified in aggregate. Well, my question is, I've seen how Ghanaian women's football has declined over the years. And 2-1 on aggregate, for how much we think the Super Falcons are dominant on the African continent, it still looks too close for comfort.
I think it's a story of two declining women's football teams. It's just that the trajectory of the decline for Ghana is steeper than ours. That dominance that we speak about, if we don't start to do things differently, might be a thing of the past, especially with the threats that the South Africans who beat us at the ABC and who've proven that they're better organized than us, and their developmental plans are, yielding dividends or fruits, and they're running us close. And the last Olympic Games, for instance, we didn't qualify. They've proven that if they continue along this trajectory, they will be the preeminent force in African women's football in the near future. And that's what worries me, because before, there used to be a chasm between the Super Falcons and the rest of Africa, but at least the South Africans have bridged that gap. And
it almost looks like we're side by side with
you can't close your eyes and predict that the Super Falcons will win the African women's football fiesta these days. Qualifying, like she said, might not be a problem because there are not a lot of teams that are on their level on the continent, but we want them to go better than just qualifying for world tournaments. We want them to start to run the Americans and the Norwegians and the Chinese.
At some point,
close.
It looked like we
were
on the way.
Closing that gap. But instead of us closing the gap between the best of the world and ourselves, it is the rest of Africa that is closing the gap on us, and that should worry us.
Wow, that definitely should worry us. But we are happy, and we congratulate the Super Falcons for making it into the second round of qualifying for the tournament. On we move with Super Eagles. Let's relish the memory of the past and see how the team conquered the continent against all odds in 2013. No one gave the team composed of players from the domestic league and Europe a chance, but the team showcased the Niger can-do spirit to run over other opposition. Led by former captain Stephen Keshi, who won the cup as a player in 1994, the national team made history in style. Top stars like Joseph Yobel, Vincent Inyama, Victor Moses, and Emmanuel Emenike, amongst others, brought their European experience, while Sunday Mba put his name in the history books as one of the promising players from the domestic league. Enjoy the sweet memories of the 2013 African football golden moments for the Super Eagles in South Africa. We move.
The only thing I would just say about this thing is that they are listeners. They listen to their, to the leader. Is the kind of love, the big boss himself is sharing with the players. So they really appreciate that. I would say that's only the vital point that carry on along. Giving us the positive result that we are looking for in this team.
What's the difference between regular data and MTN data? I'll show you. With regular data, you get this. But with MTN data, you get moved right into the action, like this. And this. And this. And this. With MTN data, you don't just get more, you experience more. Need loads of data to live your dream? Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
Amazing scenes from 2013 when the Super Eagles lifted the trophy in South Africa. What are your most prized memories from that victory?
I think the sweetest memory I've got from that tournament was the quarterfinal game against the much fancied Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire. We had absolutely no chance. The likes of Yaya Toure were
Didier
Drogba. They were the best players in world football.
True that.
And a Super Eagles team that many didn't fancy going in that tournament, that stuttered in the group stages pretty much.
Remember?
Yeah, we stood no chance, to be honest. But the team got a massive lift as the game kicked off. You could see the hunger. You could see how they were, snapping at everything and just having a go, winning the first balls, winning the second balls, creating chances. Emenike was a menace in the middle of the park. As you said, Sunday Mba was unfazed by the fact that he was a home-based player. He was playing against players that he was watching on TV, really. Mikel Obi was in imperious form. He was linking, midfield into attack. And we just looked like if that game had gone on for 3 days, there was only going to be one winner, and that was the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
I used to glint him because I was talking, super excited.
You know, the thing about that tournament, once again, is you looked at the Super Eagles before the tournament, and it was a team that we all just felt, let's just go see what happens. Let's not get disgraced. The first important team we'll meet probably is going to beat us. But look at the celebrations at that final whistle. It went from almost disbelief, and look at the late Stephen Keshi. How important was he to that team?
His importance cannot be overemphasized because the honest truth is, I would like, in my opinion, he was the force that held that team together. And I don't know if you would agree with me, but I don't think we would have. I don't want to say we wouldn't have made finals without him, but I don't
think we would have made the finals without him.
I don't want to use that. I don't want to say that, honestly, but I just feel like he was the force. He was the backbone, exactly. He was the backbone of the Super Eagles, and you can't remember the 2013 victory without mentioning his name.
All right, so we'll take a break on We Move with Super Eagles. When we come back, it will be time for Game On, where we will be handing the show to you guys and give you the chance to win freebies from MTN. Remember, it's still We Move with the Super Eagles. When we come back, we will move.
Well, you are still locked on to We Move with Super Eagles. And we've had quite an insightful and interesting football conversation. But now it's time for the football questions. It's Game On. Now, you guys have been absolutely fantastic, and you deserve a round of applause. So earlier you heard Tolu say that I am the loved one, the freebie queen, because I come bearing goodies courtesy MTN. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to throw a question to you guys. If you have the answer, or you think that you know that you think that you have the answer, just indicate by raising your hand and giving me the answer. Does that work? Yes. All right, so first question. Okay. Who did Nigeria co-host Africa's biggest tournament with in 2000? All right, you?
Yeah, Nigeria co-hosted the tournament with Ghana.
Come on, give him a round of applause. I like intelligent people. All right, so this next question, we're bringing it home. I've given you Expo already, so you must get it. All right, so the next question is, in 2000, this same 2000, there were 2 cities in Nigeria that co-hosted Africa's biggest tournament. Mention them. 2 cities in Nigeria. All right. Can you pass the mic over to her, please?
Abuja and Lagos.
Not quite.
Lagos and Calabar.
Nope. One more person. Last question, last time, last opportunity, last person before I take my bag and exit the studio.
The other city, Lagos and Kaduna.
Oh, he was so close. No, time up, thank you. Lagos and Kano. All right, let's have a winner. Come up, come step into my office. So this is for you, courtesy MTN. What do you have to say to MTN?
MTN, big thank you.
All right, thank you. That was fun, wasn't it? Yeah. So remember, guys, if you want to be in the studio with us, all you have to do is follow the conversation on Instagram at MTNNG. Facebook and YouTube is MTN Nigeria. I'm done with my business for the day. Tolu, over to you.
We've talked about a lot on the show today. To be part of that conversation, and most especially the Odion Igalo conversation, Bada doesn't think Odion Igalo should return, but if you think he should return, or otherwise, you can join the conversation on social media. Use the hashtag #ThisIsNiger or the hashtag #WhereFootballLives. So that's the hashtag #ThisIsNiger or #WhereFootballLives. And you can watch a total rerun of this show anytime you want on YouTube. That's at MTN Nigeria for previous episodes of We Move with Super Eagles. We've had fun, haven't we, Bala?
Yeah, always moving with the Super Eagles as we count down to Africa's biggest football fiesta. Like I said, every week, every show really brings us closer to the tournament, and January can come quicker.
January can come quicker. That's the much we can take on We Move with Super Eagles. Remember, the show is proudly brought to you by MTN, official communications partners of Nigeria's national football teams, most especially the Super Eagles. My name is Tolu Shotade. I'll see you guys next time.